Is it the Bitcoin 4-year cycle? Is it the Bitcoin business cycle? Let's take a closer look to what it is in my opinion. Maybe we should wear some colorful glasses to hide my small eyes because of last night. I don't know. Nah, without glasses better. But do you like my new Bitcoin orange glasses? I love them. Bam. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. To be clear, I am not a financial advisor, just a guy with a Bitcoin cap living in Thailand and creating amazing content that could be educational, that it could be entertainment, but that definitely is no financial advice, guys. Now, in today's video, I have 2 news items. I have 4 amazing charts. Let's see what it is: business versus 4-year cycle, and of course an inspirational quote at the end. Let's go. Another bank is shifting towards Bitcoin. It's a banking giant, BBVA in Europe, has around I think 70 million customers, has now announced that they are launching Bitcoin buying and selling across all Europe in their banking app. So yes, BBVA, check it, 70 million customers will now get access to Bitcoin buying and selling through their banks. That's another bank telling you, hey, Bitcoin is of importance, but please understand, whenever you buy Bitcoins with your banking app or on your banking website or even at your bank office, they have custody on your Bitcoins. Whenever they hold the keys, the seed phrase and everything else, it is not your Bitcoin, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. So whenever you hold Bitcoin on a bank, they are the ones that own those Bitcoins. They can freeze your Bitcoins, they can confiscate your Bitcoins, they can do whatever they want with your Bitcoins, like they also can do whatever they want with your euros or dollars. So please understand the difference in buying your Bitcoins with a bank account or buying Bitcoins and holding them in self-custody. Your own hardware wallet or software wallet, whatever it is, where you have access to your keys, then it's really your Bitcoin. Then you can send those Bitcoins to whoever you want, whenever you want, and how much you want. If you hold them on your bank account, I don't know if you will be able to send your Bitcoin externally to other people. So please understand the difference. If you're just investing and just want to hodl Bitcoin on your bank account to sell back to euros, be my guest. Do it on your bank account. You don't need to participate with Bitcoin in the real world. But if you want to use Bitcoin the way it's intended to be used, peer-to-peer cash, you should have self-custody on your Bitcoins. Now, that was the first news item. Let's jump into the second news item. And the second news item is again about a bank. As you all know, I am not a financial advisor. The banks are financial advisors. Yesterday, I shared with you that there is a huge bank, the Bank of America. There is one of the biggest financial advisors that said, hey, every customer should have a 4% allocation of their capital into Bitcoin. Now, today, another bank, one of the biggest banks from Russia, and let's be clear, a state-owned bank, VTB, one of the bigger banks of Russia, just announced, hey guys, we are recommending to our customers that a 7% allocation in Bitcoin should be held. So we have all these banks now turning to Bitcoin and even advising their people 4%, 7%, 3%, whatever percentage it is, the banks are official licensed financial advisor in this industry. They are recommending now that you should have a 7 or a 4%. Let's make it a 5% allocation in Bitcoin. Please do so. Now, that were all the news items, a lot of banking talk. Now let's quickly jump into the charts to show you what I think. Could it be a business cycle? And could it take till 2026? Or is it still the 4-year cycle and are we already in the bear market? Let's jump into the charts to show you. Bam! Yes, there we are. Charts, guys. Is it still bull market vibes or not? Is it a 4-year cycle? Is it a business cycle? Let's jump into that, but please understand, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy giving his opinion on these charts. It's my opinion, it's my vision, so please do whatever you want with it, but it's not financial advice whatsoever. Now, If we look in the short term, this is for all the traders, guys. Do you remember I made a video last week? I told you guys, we need to break this area to invalidate the short-term downward trend. That is what we just did. We had this downward trend here. I don't know if you still remember. And I told you guys, if we will want to break it, we know we need to break out of that trend. Now we did that. We are breaking out of the trend. And by doing so, we are now creating this new upward trend. So now if you look really closely, you can see that yes, this is the low, this is a higher low, you see? And then again, you can see this is a high, this is a higher high, something like this. So the trend starts to form. Now, the question now is, what is the next short-term target? For me, it's very clear, we need to break that green line, 94K, that's the resistance. That's a very important line of resistance, as it was a level of support here, you can see. Now it's resistance. Normally what Bitcoin does, it moves up, fights the resistance, comes back, tests the new support area, and then again moves up and tries to break the resistance again. And then again tests it as support. And that's how we move. So this is a very positive short-term move in my opinion. I think this is very good that we have a small correction, retesting this area that was resistance, now making it support, and then from there move on. Short-term. But more important question, 4-year cycle or business cycle? What is my opinion? Please guys, understand, the 4-year cycle meant that the whole Bitcoin price was moving around the halving, and the halving was always every 4 years. So we had a halving in 2024, we had a halving in 2020, we had a halving in 16, etc., etc. So every time when the halving appeared, 2016, it was a year before the bull market. So every time when we had a halving, yes, bull market after. 2020, halving, 2021, bull market. 2024, halving, 2025, bull market. Now, that is the 4-year cycle. And the 4-year cycle always ended 17 months after the halving. Every time, 17 months after the halving, we had a top. That happened in 2017, that happened in 2021, that happened also in 2025 at the moment. It's 17 months after the halving, that was a top. So for now, that 4-year cycle is still working. And yes, after the 17 months, we get a 12-month bear market. As long as we don't create a new all-time high above 126, I will stay 70% bearish, and I will stay true to the bear market, and I will stay true to the 4-year cycle. I need to see that we are able to break that 126K to be stating, hey, this could be something else. This could be a business cycle. This could be whatever you think it could be. But until that moment, the charts are showing me bearish signals. We are down below the 12 monthly average. We are down below the 50 weekly moving average. We have these bearish indications. The Gaussian channel, we are down below the bottom. All of those are for me bearish signals. So to be clear, if I go into the monthly chart, I told you, as long as we stay down below that orange line, that's a confirmation of the bear market. So I want to see this December candle closing above 100K to be able to tell you, hey, we could extend the bull market. If we stay down below that 100K level with that monthly candle that's going to close in 26 days, then I will still see it as a 4-year cycle bear market. Also here, that cross on the MACD, that's a bearish cross. That's why we get these red bars. These are all signals of the bear market. If you want to zoom in a little bit, then we go to the Gaussian channel. Also on that Gaussian channel, we can see we are down below that channel. Whenever we do that, that's the start of a bear market. I need to go to this chart to show it better, like there. Whenever we do that, it's the start of a bear market. Over there, but it was also over here, 2017. When we got below it, it was the start of the bear market. And yes, it turned from green to red, of course. Also here, it turned from green to red. Let's see how long it will take for us to turn from green to red. If it's turning to red and we stay down below it, another signal of a bear market. Okay? Now I'm going to jump into some charts to show you, hey, it could be a business cycle. Let's jump into those charts. This is the first one. This one is explaining to you what a business cycle is. I found this one on Twitter at, I think, CryptoLark. Yes, CryptoLark. So we have the output, GDP, so how much is a country producing in wealth, let's say it like that, in money. And we have time, this is mostly calculated in years. Now, in time, we will have these expansion periods, the blue ones. We will have contractions periods, these are the red ones. We will have the trough, that's down here, that's that moment you should be buying. And we have the peak, that's the moment you should be selling. And this is the growth trend, it's increasing. Now this, on average, is like 4 to 7 years that it takes, depending on what asset it is. At the moment, they are stating that this business cycle could not take 4 years, but maybe 5 years. People are even stating that the 4-year Bitcoin cycle was never a 4-year Bitcoin cycle. It has always been the business cycle, and Bitcoin was just in line with that business cycle because it was also 4 years. Okay? Now, if we look at it closer, then we can see this one, I found it on the rational root, that the Bitcoin RSI is the orange one, the SPX RSI is the blue one, and the ISM, which is referred to as the business cycle, PMI, is that darker one. And then we can see indeed that yes, whenever the bluish and the darker bluish went up, Bitcoin orange went also up. Over here also, you can see exactly they were together. With after the halving, both 3 of them went up. Here's again a halving, all of them went up. Here's again a halving, all of them are going sideways. Not up, sideways. So that means that something is changing. And that means also that there is a correlation between the Bitcoin RSI and the SPX and the ISM RSI, PMI. So if we then go and look how it could look in 2026, then it would be something like that. Let me make my face a little bit smaller, guys. Then it would be something like this. It would mean that at the moment, you can see on the top, this is the ISM Purchasing Manager Index, PMI. This was the bull top. This bear bottom, contraction, expansion. Contraction, that was the bottom. We are here. We are still kind of in a contraction. We didn't have like real expansion yet. And that's what people now expect, that 2026 will be an expansion year. Instead of 4 years, 5 years this time, because of a lot of problems we had economically were in the United States, etc. So that's why they are saying, hey, we are not there yet. We still need to go into expansion. The bull market really needs to start yet. That's what the business cycle people say. And also here you can see very clearly, indeed, that the business cycle this time is a little bit different. It is not like we are used to see the business cycle. You know, it was always going up, coming down, going up, coming down. And this is, of course, obvious, the COVID crash. Going up, coming down. Oh, we don't have an up yet. There's no up. We're going sideways. And they say that all of that has to do with the United States and a lot of stuff like liquidity being frozen because the United States government was not working, etc., etc. There's a lot of news that you can read that is explaining why this time is different. It's always different, they tell me. But on the other hand, I would be happy if we get another peak. I would be happy to see Bitcoin in 2026 peak. But for me, at the moment, I can only see bearish signals. For me, it also was a very beautiful bull market. We went from 16K to 126K. That's a beautiful bull market, and mostly that is followed up by some bearish periods. So for me, I'm still in the 4-year camp, but I'm slightly start to educate me more also on the business cycle. That's what you should be doing as well if you're invested in an asset like Bitcoin. Now, then there is one more chart, guys, is this one, and that is the end chart of the business cycle, how it looks at the moment and why people think, you know, it's going to take another year for Bitcoin, because we are now exactly there. And you can see that normally the cycle 5.4 years sin curve should be going up now. And it means 2026 should be bullish, 2027 should be bear market all the way to 29, which then proves that the halving cycle is broken, because in 2028 will be the next halving, and normally around the halving we would be moving up again. So there's a lot of charts, a lot of news. Nobody is completely clear on what exactly is happening. But if this scenario would play out, then this would be the result of the Bitcoin price, guys. Then this would really happen. Then now, 2025, we are still in the midst of the cycle. And that would mean that we still need to get what we had in 2021, 2017, 2013. That still needs to happen now in 2026, a year later. 160k, still my target. If we would follow these charts, it could be even 300k. But again, guys, for me, I don't want to get too bullish. I'm still 70% bearish, 30% bullish. 30% of me believes that this could be possible, this 2026 extension. Now, let's come to a conclusion. I hope you really enjoyed those charts, and yes, of course, I can't say for sure if it's a business cycle. I can't say for sure if it's a 4-year cycle. I only can say for sure as a non-financial advisor that I would always structure my portfolio in a way that it really doesn't matter if it's a 4-year cycle, a business cycle, whatever cycle, it doesn't matter, liquidity cycle. If you structure your portfolio in the correct way, you will not be freaking out, you will be zooming out. You will have a hodl part that will always be happy because the purchasing power in Bitcoin is increasing each 4, 5, 6 years. It doesn't matter, it increases your purchasing power. It does the opposite of euros and dollars. They decrease your purchasing power if you look at history. Now, Bitcoin is doing the opposite, and it doesn't matter how many years it will take, because you need to increase your purchasing power. Now, on the other hand, I have a trading portfolio, and that trading portfolio is trading in a 4-year cycle, in a business cycle, in a bull market, in a bear market. It really doesn't matter what cycle it is or what market it is. I will always be trading my trading portfolio. Now, for all those people that want to time the market and sell around the top and buy back around the bottom, there the importance of a business or a 4-year cycle is there. But also there, nobody has a crystal ball. The only thing that we can do is trust the charts. Are the charts giving us signals, hey, we could extend into 2026? Then I will openly say, hey guys, I've just done my TA as a non-financial advisor, and I think that the Bitcoin cycle could extend with 1 more year. At the moment, the charts are not showing me that yet. At the moment, all the bearish signals I've seen in the previous bear markets have been flashing now again. Below the 12 monthly average, below the 50 weekly moving average, all of these are very bearish. And there is also bullish signs which could lead to an extension of the business cycle. Because people tell me, hey, it's the midterm elections in 2026 and that could be a run for Bitcoin. There were also midterm elections in 2022 and that was a crashing bear market. And there were also midterm elections in 2018 and that was a crashing bear market. So for me, all that news and the midterms and the presidents, I don't know. If you're an investor or a trader, you always look at the charts. I don't look too much at the news because I know Bitcoin is the best asset out there. We have never seen a decentralized store of value that could even become the new world reserve currency, in my honest opinion. So please understand the difference between trading, hodling, business cycle, 4-year cycle. It really doesn't matter. If you're a Bitcoiner, you're always in Bitcoin. Now, that were the charts. Let's jump now into the next part. If you did enjoy the charts, give it already a thumbs up and share this video with your friends and family. Bang. The inspirational quote today, guys, is: what happens is not as important as how you react to what happens. Your reaction is more important than the fact that it happened. Please understand it. A lot of things can happen in life. A lot of sad things, a lot of good things, but it's your reaction to that event that determines your status of mind in life. If you react positive to all those events, you will feel positive. You will attract positiveness. You will become happy. If you always react negative or sad to whatever event it is, you will attract negative situations. Why would you see everything as negative if you can also see it as positive? The glass is half full or the glass is half empty. You need to choose. But please understand, whatever it is in life that happens is not as important as how you respond or react to that event. It's all about that. It's your mindset. It's those two voices, three voices, I have 7 voices, that are talking to you 24/7. They determine how you react to something that happened. And that sets the whole scene, the whole vibe for you that whole day. So please understand that. Please be aware of that. And if you are aware of that, then whenever something happens that really has a bad influence on you, zoom out, look at it again, and try to see it as something positive or as a lesson that you learned, and then move on. It's your mindset that is very powerful. You are in control of that. You are not in control of everything that happens all over the world. You are not in control of that, but you are in control on your reaction on that. And if you train yourself to react more positive in those situations, you will see that life will give you more positive situations. That's all for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video and my little eyes, then please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you think about the news. Let me know what you think about the charts. Let me know what you think about the inspirational quote. Let me know what you think about my new beautiful Bitcoin orange glasses. Do you like them? I love them. Beautiful. I wish you an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend. I hope you have beautiful family time. Hope you have amazing parties, whatever it is that you're going to do this weekend. I wish you all the best, and I see you back on Monday. Bam.